Hello, my beautiful souls. My name is Nicole, and I am here to help you reconnect with your light. On the 13th, which was on Saturday, a new moon took place in the sign of Pisces. So I know I'm a few days late in posting this video. Apologies to all of you who were waiting for it to be posted last week. The energies were quite intense, and I just needed a few days to myself to recalibrate my own energy and to kind of just take some time to reassess to where I was. So the new moon, what does that represent? Well, the new moon represents new beginnings, a time of new starts. So since the full moon that took place 2 weeks ago, many of us have been experiencing some pretty intense energies, because as we get prepared to start a new beginning, what needs to happen in order for us to start this new beginning is that we need to shed off all that is old. Shed off all the things that are not in alignment with this new beginning that you see for yourself. So now is the perfect time to be starting a new project, starting a new contract, starting a new relationship, starting everything anew. So things that you have been thinking about doing for some time, now is the time to get moving. So I've picked a few cards here for you, but I just want to touch on what the new moon in Pisces represents. So Pisces is a water sign, and Pisces represents our emotions. So in my previous videos, I talk a lot about emotions and why it's so important to deal with them and process them and feel them, because our emotions are what constitute the vibrational frequency at which we are vibrating. They're what determine how high or low we feel. They're also what determine the way we move through the world. So what's happening with this new moon in the sign of Pisces is that it's really forcing us, this new moon is really forcing us to reconnect with our emotions. It's really forcing us to look into the emotions that we have been denying for some time and allowing us to take the time to process them. So the thing is, I'd like you to question, what emotions have you been denying for so long? What emotions have been bubbling to the top that you have refused yourself from feeling, for fear that these might take you down a long and dark route? But the thing is, remember, in order for us to find the light, we must experience the darkness. It is only when we experience the darkness that we can see the light. Because remember, beautiful souls, we live in a world of duality. Good cannot exist without bad. Light cannot exist without darkness. Silence cannot exist without noise. So we must experience each of the opposites of whatever it is that we wish to experience, because if that thing did not exist, then we wouldn't be able to experience that which we did want to experience. So the question is, beautiful souls, where have you been denying your emotions from allowing you to make decisions? So most of us tend to be very much in our analytical mind, always thinking, trying to conceive, thinking, what should I do, what should I do, what should I do? But in a lot of situations, our thinking mind doesn't allow us to see things clearly, because remember, the stories we tell ourselves is the way in which we are going to move through the world. So if we constantly tell ourselves a certain story, that story will reflect back to us in the way we see and move through the world. So it's an important time to start reconnecting with our emotions. And this has been a theme that has been ongoing now for some time, even since last year, because I think it's safe to say that always thinking hasn't exactly led us to a great place. When we look at the world around us, yes, the thinking mind has brought about major innovations in life, but the thinking mind sometimes stops us from accomplishing the things that we hope and dream for, because our emotions sometimes, or should I say our heart, well, we stop listening to our heart because we want to listen to our head, only believing that our head is what is always going to guide us forward. But now is an important time to get out of our head and move more into our hearts. Ask yourself what it is that you are feeling. Allow your feelings to be what dictate your decisions. Or should I say, allow your feelings to be what help you determine what choices you want to make. Now, I'm not saying to completely get rid of the thinking mind. Allow the thinking mind to give structure to your feelings. So if you feel that you need freedom, well, now you need your thinking mind to start giving you ideas as to how you can bring that freedom into being. But we must learn to use both our emotions and our thinking mind in order to make the decisions that we want, in order to accomplish the dreams that we wish for. So the first card that we have here is a personal issue reaches resolution. Sorry, I'm having some difficulty speaking here. And what does that mean? Well, a personal issue reaches a resolution is because the answers that you were looking for are coming. The more you connect with your emotions, the more you will get the chance to resolve whatever issues it is that you have been dealing with. So if there has been an issue that you have been negating for a long time in your life because you have been fearful of feeling the emotions that come along with that situation, then now is the time to process them, because once you process them, you will get clearer and more distinct answers as to what it is that you need to do moving forward. So what is the personal issue that you feel is coming to resolution for yourself? And how do you think that connecting more to your emotions is going to allow you to resolve that issue? The second card we have here is have faith in your dreams. And now, what does that mean? Well, just as the card says, it's important to have faith in your dreams. If you do not have faith in your dreams, then you do not have the will, the determination to take action on those dreams, to take the action that is necessary to make those dreams come true. So, what are your dreams? Do you believe in your dreams? Do you have faith that these dreams can come true? But remember, the only thing that is going to make these dreams come true is you, because only you have the capability of making the choices you need in order to make these dreams a reality. So question, beautiful souls, what dreams are you not allowing yourself to have faith in? Because maybe you've been told that these dreams are too big and these dreams are too elaborate, and probably you living in a dream world. But the thing is, remember, every single creation and thing we see today was just a figment of somebody's imagination, was somebody's dream until they made that a reality. So the next card we have here is it's time to take action. Yes, it is time to take action. What are the dreams that you have been putting on hold for too long for fear? For fear of perhaps not succeeding. But the thing is, if fear of failure is what is holding you back, then beautiful soul, you'll never really get anywhere, because it is only in failing that we start to succeed. Because when we fail, we're able to learn what works and what doesn't. So don't be fearful of failing. Allow yourself to fail. Embrace fail, in fact. Allow yourself to see failing as just a new lesson, a new way of how not to do things. So where is it that you could be taking action that you haven't been allowing yourself to take action before because you were fearful, or because certain emotions were holding you back? And those emotions might have been, how am I going to do this? Am I really, crazy about thinking that I can do this? Am I good enough? Am I worthy enough? Do I have the support system? And so on and so forth. All of those fears that we have are what are holding you back. So beautiful souls, ask yourself today, where can you start taking action to make these dreams of yours a possibility? Next card we have here is perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out. Common ground. So the question is, where can you change your perspective? Well, like I said, seeing failure as a new way of how to do things is a way of changing your perspective, changing the way you look at things. Remember that when we change the way we look at things, the things we look at change. So when you look at the world, for example, the world is not good or bad. The world simply is. We are the ones who determine whether the world is good or bad. And we determine that the world is good or bad based on our experiences of it. And this is mainly through our past experiences, but this is also through the conditioning that we have been through. So our beliefs, the beliefs of our parents, the beliefs that have been instilled upon us through society and the way society works today. So ask yourself, where can you change your perspective so that you can start looking at the world in a different way? How can you change your perspective on your dreams? And how can you perhaps start looking at them a little bit differently, which might give you the courage you need in order to take those steps that you've been fearful to take up until this point? So next card we have here is lifting the veil, questioning everything. Everything unaligned must go. And that is exactly what has been happening up until the new moon that took place a few days ago. We have been shedding off all of the things that are not in alignment with this new vision that we hold for ourselves. So what is it that you have been holding on to for so long that is no longer serving you? What is the vision or the version of you that you see? Think about it this way. If you wish to accomplish something, you must be a new version of yourself in order to make those things happen. So for example, my dream was to start this YouTube channel. And well, what I needed to do in order to make this happen was to start getting a little bit more comfortable with speaking publicly. So I decided to let go of my fears of people not wanting to hear what I say and just took the leap of faith and started this channel. And I hope that you are all finding value in it. But remember, it is about letting go of the things that no longer serve. So whether it is old thinking patterns, old beliefs, old situations, relationships, you know, living in a certain city, working in a certain job, whatever is not allowing you to move towards that vision of that dream that you hold for yourself, it is time to let it go. Now, I'm not saying that you should all go out there and quit your job because you hate it, because at the end of the day, you need capital in order to start whatever next project you're looking at. So perhaps think about what it is that you want to be doing. So the next card that we have here is High Wraith. Sorry, I'm not sure how to spell that, but it says here, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Now remember, beautiful souls, we are soul beings having a human experience. And so we came here to learn certain lessons. We came here to experience duality, because remember, when we are a soul being, we experience oneness. We experience everything at the same time. We belong and we are whole. We belong to everything and we are everything at the same time. So once we are here on earth, when we are matter and physical beings, then we experience the world in a very different way. So you may be longing to reconnect with that version of you. You may be feeling yourself called to re-embody the real version of who you are, that soul being, the higher self, the person who you were destined to be. But of course, when we were incarnated on this planet, we forgot who we were at the soul level. And all the experiences, challenges, things that have been thrown at us left, right, and center since the moment we were born have pushed us to forget who we really are. And so it is a long journey towards remembering who that true version of you is. But remember that everything in this universe is supporting you. That is your goal. Your goal is to remember who you are and to re-embody that version of yourself here in physical form. So, beautiful souls, remember that you are a divine spiritual being having a human experience. By tapping into meditation and trying to reconnect with that version of yourself, you'll very quickly remember things that you have experienced in past lives that you may have forgotten at this moment. The next card we have here is Lord. Take charge with authority. Yes, beautiful souls, it is time for you to take charge of your life. Take charge of your life with authority. Dare to be the Lord of your life. Stop letting other people dictate and control the way you live your life. It is now time for you to be at the wheel of your life. Only you have the power to decide what will take place in your life. Now, I know that some of you may be thinking, well, that's all well and good, but there are all sorts of external factors that affect the way our life goes, and that is true. But remember, we always have the choice of how we want to react to whatever is taking place. You may choose to react with anger, or you may choose to react by surrendering and just accepting what is taking place. Now, when I say accepting what is taking place, I'm not saying be the victim, and say, poor me, all these things are out of my control. It is understanding that, yes, there are certain things that are out of your control, and it is about surrendering to those things that are out of control. It's like if it started raining right now, I wouldn't try and stop the rain because I know that that is fully out of my control. I would have to pause this video and move inside, and that is how I would stop the rain. But so it's about realizing that there are certain things that are out of your control. So only taking control over the things that you can control, which is basically only yourself. We have no control over anything outside of ourselves. So take charge of how you choose to react and how you choose to make decisions in your life. Next card we have here is Mother Earth. Feel loved and comforted. And yes, beautiful soul, Mother Earth is comforting you. Mother Earth loves you. Remember that nature provides us with everything that we need. It is just that the world in which we live in has taught us to believe that we need to seek everything outside of ourselves to feel the love and comfort that we need. But spending time in nature is the most comforting sensations that we can experience. By giving yourself the time to surrender and relax and be in a beautiful space, this will help you to feel more comforted. This will help you to feel more loved. This will help you to feel more calm. So the thing is, beautiful souls, that the world is here to help you. The world wants to see you thrive, but you must start taking control over your life first, as opposed to always playing the victim role and thinking that the whole world is out to get you. And lastly, the card that we have here is Protection Guardian. Drop your shields. Drop your shields, become more vulnerable. Connect with the people around you. Allow the people around you to help you. If people know what you are going through, then they are more likely to understand what you are going through. People are not mind readers. They cannot understand what is going on within you unless you tell them. And I think this goes more so for the relationships in our life, and especially with family. The thing is, we all have good and bad days. And when we share with people why we're having good and bad days, then they're going to be more compassionate towards us. They're more likely to understand why we're behaving the way we do. But most importantly, drop your shield of fear. Allow the universe to guide you. Allow the universe to help you. Allow the people in your life to help you. You won't realize how powerful it is to share your dreams with the people around you, because when you do, you never know who might have the capacity to help you make these dreams become a reality. So beautiful souls, as you can see, this new moon is rife for new beginnings. Everything is supporting you, but remember, it is always about letting go of what has not served you in the past. So take some time to look back over the past and see what things you have done, said, been, behaved, believed, whatever it may be, that have not served you, that have not gotten you closer to the dream life that you hold for yourself. So remember, beautiful souls, keep believing in yourself. Keep having faith in your dreams. Keep taking the steps you need to make these dreams a reality. I send you so much love and light. I know that this journey is a difficult one. I know that it seems lonely, but I promise you that each single day that you continue to show up for yourself, every single day is leading you towards that dream life. I promise you. Just keep believing. So I send you so much love and light. I ask you to please subscribe to the channel, like this video, and share it with people in your network if you feel that this will resonate with them. I send you so much love and light, and I wish you a beautiful week ahead. Goodbye.